So I wanted to make a tutorial on how to make an end card for YouTube similar to this one that I made for myself. So we're going to be using Canva, Canva.com to make this. It is one of my favorite things because you can make all these graphics, and they have a whole bunch more too. So these are all kind of preset sizes. So if you do social media or blogging, this site is amazing. Also, it's free. So this is how I make all my YouTube thumbnails too. But for this, we're going to hit use custom dimensions. Make sure we have pixels, not inches or anything like that. It's going to be 1920 by 1080, and let's hit design. So because we're using custom dimensions, Canva doesn't give us templates over here. We just have these photo grids. So if you want to use more than one photo in your end card, you can use one of these if you would like. I'm just going to use one, so I'm going to click that one. Another nice thing, Canva has a ton of these free photos. So don't stress if you can't think of what to use. There's tons to use. So we could use something like this, just drag it in there, have this as our end card. But I'm going to use one of my own photos. I think I'm going to use the weights one today. Now you don't just want to click it, dragging it will actually pop it into there. And we can do some filtering, make it look real fancy. So that is what our background image is going to be. Next, we're going to go into elements, so the free photos open, click shapes. And I like using kind of the rounded one. It doesn't matter. You want just a square or a rounded square. I'm going to make it white. Any color that kind of goes along with it, you're not really going to be seeing this anyways. So this is the box for where we are going to put one of the videos. Like a thumbnail for another playlist or another video. You're required to have at least one on your end card. So don't think you can get away with just putting a subscribe button and nothing else. You have to have one of these. So just put a spot for it. So we want this to be at about 879, 880, somewhere in there, by 495. I have it almost perfect. 94, good enough. And then you can kind of adjust it how you'd like. That's about going to be the biggest that you can make it, that 879 by 495. But a little smaller, if that's what you prefer, is just fine. Now, YouTube will not let you put your end card things right in the corner. They need quite a bit of space to do something like that. But otherwise, anywhere you want to put it is just fine, as long as you leave some space along the edge. So I'm going to put this right about here. And then because we just need it as a guideline for ourselves, I'm going to drop that down to about 40%. Just so I can tell where to drag the thumbnail onto when I'm putting them into the end card. And then a circle one is going to be for where we put our profile image to subscribe. So we want this to be about 265 by 265. Because this logo, they always make real small. So again, anywhere you'd like it, make sure it's got some space, and they can't be touching each other. They need probably about this much space. So just keep that in mind when you're building this. I'm going to have it equal to that. But on the other side, this 40% we have that at. Drop that down so they both look nice. And you could just leave that at that. You could add text. We are definitely going to add text, and then I'm going to show you how to also add social media stuff. So, a bunch of free text options with Canva. Seriously, they have so many options. They also have stuff that will just cost you $1 for each. So we have all the illustrations, we have icons, lines like that. Bunch of free stuff. If you were searching, say you wanted like a picture of somebody in a gym, $1 to use them. So you just put them in there. They'd have, I don't want to replace that, so let's just click it. They have, as you can see, like a watermark over it. So to remove that, you just pay the $1. It's pretty nice. But we're going to go into the text. I just like doing my own. I want it to be a dark black. And then let's find a good font. You can upload your own if you have the Canva for work, which you have to pay for, but they have a ton of fonts to use for free. Because it's the dumbbells, I want it to look less handwriting. That might look good. So let's say, watch another video. And we can mess with the spacing here, because I don't want to have to make the text really small. That looks good. And then I'm just going to copy it so that I have all the same settings. Change that to say subscribe. And line that up over here. You can see the little guidelines saying I've got it lined up with the text. And now it is centered with the subscribe button. Next, we're going to add social media to it. The nice thing with Canva is they have a bunch of stuff in here. So say we want to link a Twitter account, just type in Twitter. You have a whole bunch of logos you can use. And pop this one in. I don't want it to be blue because I want them to all be different colors. And let's just make it black. Get it out of the way for now. We'll resize everything later. And say we want that in Instagram. Looks good. They have a whole bunch, Snapchat, Facebook, whole bunch of stuff. So type whatever you need up here. Find a free one. Find ones that'll kind of look good together. Pop them in here. So also, because you can't put social media links in, you can put these anywhere you want. Along the bottom stuff, we're just going to be putting text in. So all of the other like buffer rules don't apply to these. So don't worry about that. Put them anywhere you want. You can also double click on the photo and we could adjust the sizing and placement of that too, which might give us more space. So it is lined up. They look pretty equidistant. Sounds good. So we're going to title this, say, Fitness End Card. Anything that helps you find it. File save. And then we download it. I always do a JPEG. It says recommended PNG. I like JPEGs. It just means I know that they will work. So now that's downloaded, I'm just going to put it into a folder with all my other stuff. And now we get to the part of actually testing it and showing how it actually works. So, Windows Movie Maker. Any sort of movie maker you use, that's fine. So, we are going to put a short little video in there. Pull our end card in there. In Movie Maker, if you double click on the image, you can pick how long it'll last. The end cards are from 5 to 20 seconds, so anywhere in between there. I'm going to go with like 9 seconds. If you want to add music, you also can. It's a really smart idea to, especially if you're using Movie Maker, to just go in, add nothing else, just your end card, pick how long you want it to be, add music, whatever you want to do for it, and then save that as its own video, so you can just pull that in with all the settings already done. So add music at the current point. I'm going to use Sunny from bensound.com, which is a free music place. Let's have it fade in medium, fade out medium, and turn the volume down a bit. So this is what our end card is currently, going from the video to the end card. Of course, there's nothing here because it's added by YouTube, but that's kind of what it's going to look like. Double check for any spelling mistakes. Looks good. Subscribe. That's maybe a little too close, but I think you'll still get it. If I had more time, I'd go in and I'd mess with the letter spacing in here, but we're fine for now. So, save our movie. So while we wait for this to save, I figured just let you guys know why we're doing this. That's because I want to make sure that everything, all of our little icons here, are in the correct spots for YouTube, that we can fit everything in there. It's not too close to the edge or anything. But if we just upload itself, I mean, we can't do it without uploading it to YouTube and going into the edit and adding the end screen. But we can't upload it by itself because you can't add end screens on anything shorter than 25 seconds. So you can just go in and set this to like 30 seconds in your Movie Maker and do it that way. That's how I was testing stuff. But I figured this is a better look at how it's actually going to look in use. So that's why I just picked a real short little video clip that I have of a big snowstorm up in Wisconsin. Not a big snowstorm, just a late snowstorm, I guess, let's be honest. So it's kind of just over the limit for adding the end screen, which means it'll save a lot faster and upload a lot faster. Alright, now let's get it uploaded. Hit tutorial. I'm just going to set this to private since it's just our test. And it's going to take a couple minutes, so I'll come back to this when it is all done. Alright, so we are all done. Next, we have to go to the video manager, which, sorry, I'm going to skip over so you can't see all the videos I have scheduled coming up. Sorry. But what you're going to do is you're going to go to the video manager, find our little test video, and hit edit. I'll meet you there. Alright, so this is the edit screen. We're going to click end screen and annotations. Gonna scroll over to where your end screen actually starts. You can just play through it to find the exact moment. The mine's right about here, so we're gonna say that's where the end screen starts. Get right there, and then we're going to add elements. So we have a subscribe, and then drag it into your little box. Everything's inside that blue bordering line. That's where we needed it. And then video or playlist. So you can put a playlist here. You can put a video here. You can pick a specific one. You can do your most recent one. You can put like my last video, my most recent video, or just the best for viewer. So YouTube is going to pick one from your channel that they think suits this viewer best. So create element. Drag that into our box. This is when we can adjust this. So if you had a real big one, you can do that. Ours is not that big. At least I didn't make the box super big. Now here's the thing I don't like. This doesn't go away. So even if we scroll back and test what this looks like, that's still there. And it's not going to be there when you're actually watching the video. We're just going to do this, and then there's our end screen. Beautiful. So let's save that. We can hit preview. That's going to show us exactly what it is. There we go. And I have it muted, but otherwise this would have music. Let's check it out with music. Hit preview again. And there's our beautiful little end screen. So it is as easy as that, and totally free, as you guys saw. If you use some of the special elements from Canva, it's going to cost you $1 or $2, but then you can use it all the time on here. So not a bad investment if you want some nice photography or something like that. Otherwise, you can use your own like I did, and 100% free and very easy to do. So if you want to make your YouTube videos look a lot fancier and have that end card for viewers to be more likely to click on more of your videos or subscribing, I hope this tutorial helped you out. I'm going to have another one of my end cards at the end here, so you can see if there's anything else from me that you'd like to click on. But hopefully you leave a like if you enjoy the tutorial, and let me know if there's any other tutorials I can make in the future that would help you out. Thank you guys for watching.